Hello everybody, welcome back. Did you know that Milla has a sister? Oh wait, of course you know. Oh.
Easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
I guess.
Oh.
Leave Jude alone for half a second and he always comes back with some new girl.
Oh. Oh, just got called out, man. Jude just got called the frick out. Alright, anyway. Yep.
Are you really Milla's sister?
No.
I am.
I
Although
mean,
it differs from the way you
what?
humans conceive of sisterhood. In what way? I couldn't say.
Every way.
I know little about the human version of the concept. But you brought it up!
So, elementally, what kind of spirit are you?
Oh my. What temerity to ask such a personal question.
Wait, what?
Alvin, you're committing sexual harassment!
Oh
Wait, hold
no!
on, I didn't mean anything.
Oh, okay then.
Sheesh, every bit the painter's sister is, but in a completely different way.
Ain't that just great? And did you know that Jude has indiscretion? Man, good job, Jude. Way to have some good old indiscretion.
I have you to thank for saving Jude.
Not at all. Jude was quite a help to me. Thanks to his direct tethering with me, I was able to recharge much of my lost mana.
Jude, you direct tethered with her?
What the frick?
Yeah, Muse asked me to. Was that bad?
Bad? It's, direct tethering is something a spirit and a human do when,
Yeah.
Since we were together constantly, he was able to fill me with loads of mana.
Gosh dang this skit.
I had no idea you were that kind of man.
Milla, wait! Why is she so angry?
My, I can't believe you'd ask me to explain that to you. Do you just want to hear me say it? Is that what you're into?
Someone tell me what is going on with these spirits.
You know, I'm starting to think the last time I played this game I might have been too innocent to understand what was going on here. I mean, I understood what the direct tethering thing was, I guess, but like, I don't know. I think I missed some of the innuendos that were within said skit at the same time, and I was just like, well, yup, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's great. Anyway, strength is beauty, or is it? Direct tethering, oh boy. Good job, Jude.
Everyone sure has gotten stronger.
Especially you. You've really improved.
I appreciate the increased strength, but I worry I'm bulking up too much.
I don't think you're
Nah.
the one to care.
Of course. The Lord of Spirits needs a suitable vessel.
Bulking up's
Better
never
to
a
be
problem.
tall than to be out of shape.
Just ask Trunks and Vegeta.
Strength is beauty. I think it's a good look. Buff Milla is the best Milla.
Well, if everyone thinks so, maybe I will try to tone up a bit more.
Do it, Milla! Yoked out bazongas!
Okay.
Oh.
Yoked out bazongas!
I'm not sure you'd want that.
Are you sure, Jude? I bet you'd want the, I mean, what? The secret of bazongas. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Hey Alvin, why is Tipo always talking about bazongas? What does that even mean?
Oh, he finally asks. It seems you're ready to take the first steps towards becoming a man.
Why do you have to make everything so weird? Forget I even asked.
Bazongas are the burning fire at the heart of manhood.
Whoa.
Rowan?
Jude, there are times to play it cool, but a man who fears his own passions is no man at all.
Yes, exactly what I was trying to say.
I'm not even sure I know what we're talking about.
Then you will never know bazongas. You have to want it, Jude. You have to need it.
Then teach me about bazongas.
I can barely hear you. You have to mean it.
Teach me about bazongas!
Whoa! Don't go shouting things like that!
Don't scold him.
Why
Lena.
not?
I read about this in a book. It's called Puberty. We're supposed to be understanding and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate us.
There's no shame in being burned by the fire of manhood.
He just wants to learn about bazongas. That's all he wants to do, you know? I mean, you can't punish him for that. I mean, jeez, man. Anyway, my goodness. We gotta head to a temple now. No more bazongas. It's all about temples. Except it's also not about temples, but it's also about looking at shops and seeing what they got in store for us. Whole lot of nothing, that's for sure. Oh boy. Alright, time to go inside here. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna We're gonna have fun and stuff, and yes, and oh my gosh, it's Gaius!
You've come.
What?
So in the end, you've chosen to trust that man. You're more naive than I thought, Maxwell.
Tell us what your purpose is for bringing us here.
We will stand and fight against those invaders. If you intend to challenge them yourselves, we won't attempt to stop you.
But first, there's something you need to tell us. I want you to tell us what you know about the schism.
Well, that's a very personal question now.
What's that?
Two millennia ago, I cast the spirit art, Schism. It created a new world and sealed it away. That world is yours. It is known as Rieze Maxia.
Did Milla just say that she created the entire world?
Oh, yes, she did.
Wow! She's like a goddess or something!
It was for protecting spirits and humans.
Rieze Maxia is sealed. That implies the existence of another world outside the schism, does it not?
Yes. And that world is called Olympius. I was gravely mistaken about the Lance of Kresnik's true purpose. Exodus convinced Noctigal that it was a weapon, but all along they were plotting to create a device that would dispel the schism.
Dispel the schism? To what end?
I do not know. I wonder if perhaps they were looking for a means to siphon mana back to Olympius.
No. All Exodus ever wanted was to go home. Back home to Olympius. It's all we've wanted for more than 20 years since we became trapped in Rieze Maxia. We needed to find a way to either break through the schism or dispel it completely.
But in order to dispel the schism, they would have to find a way to eliminate its creator.
I see. So that's why Exodus kept trying to kill you.
It doesn't add up. What is Gillen's master plan?
To return to Olympius. Didn't we already say that?
I'm confused. I still don't understand.
Gillen's actions are not going to get Exodus home any faster.
He didn't need to bring the whole Olympian army. In unifying Rieze Maxia, that was never our original intention. Gillen must intend to make use of Rieze Maxia with the schism intact. But for what purpose? That's it. The Otherworld reactor plan.
What?
Huh? The hell's that?
Most folks knew it as the Spirit Fuel Plan.
That sounds bad.
I remember my cousin telling me about it when I was still a kid back on the other side. Something about capturing spirits and using them as fuel for Spyrexes.
So you're saying Gillen's ultimate goal is to corral all the spirits?
But that doesn't make sense either. If all he wants is spirits, then why bother with the lies? Unless he's planning on trapping us in Rieze Maxia for our mana lobes.
He seeks to use the people of Rieze Maxia as a power source? The man is insane.
Gillen most likely returned to Exodus HQ on the ocean. The Olympian army is with him, so getting there by boat won't be easy. Well then, perhaps we can commandeer one of the flying ships they have, docked at Kanbalar.
What about the wyverns?
Oh, yeah, right. Because that sounds easy.
It may indeed be our only option.
Very well. We attack tomorrow.
Wait a minute, Gaius. Aren't we gonna team up on this? I mean, we both want the same thing, so...
It's not a social gathering.
Just how stupid are you anyway?
It was
Very
Maxwell
stupid.
who created the schism and trapped us all inside of it in the first place. Imprisonment is not so easily forgiven. It's entirely possible we may end up fighting each other again.
I'm sure you can understand why we're not ready to get all buddy-buddy with you.
Like I said, do what you want. Just make sure to stay out of our way.
Can you believe it? The nerve of those guys!
They must be short-handed. Why else would they share that kind of information with us?
Despite what they said, I still believe that they are counting on all of us.
For now, at least.
Yes, for now indeed. Rest at the room in the temple, after we have a chat with Wingle, of course.
Perhaps this is the opportunity to speak to Wingle that I've been waiting for.
Where do you propose we speak to Wingle at? There are 2 rooms in the 2nd floor. Lord Wingle invites you to use them as you see fit. Why, thank you, Lord Wingle. I appreciate it. I mean, we just gotta rest at the room, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, saving time. Let's go. It has been a little bit of time. I have not had a lot of time to record in recent days, but it's been 11 days since the last time I recorded, so not great. Definitely not great. I mean, that is for sure, but it could be worse. It could certainly be worse. I do see myself for at least recording a little bit more this week, so we'll see how that goes anyway. That is the hope and that is the plan. Excuse me. Oh man. Nothing in there. Room 1. This is not where. Where in the world is Wingle at? May take a little more time to process information. Nope. You're not the one I'm looking for, Rowan. Doors locked tight and cannot be opened. Well, I might not have a darn clue where Wingle is at. I might not have a dang clue where I'm supposed to go talk to him. Because Rowan's like, I want to go speak with Wingle right now. And it's like, where do I go to do that? I don't know. Outside? Party members changed. I mean, I guess a party came back, so that's cool. Oops. Alright. Footprints! Whoa!
My neck is killing me.
It's because you're leaving too many footprints.
No, it's been this way since I was swept into the Fezabel marsh flow.
I have a poultice you can use, although it was intended for lower back pain.
Jude,
What's
it's
a
pretty
poultice?
faint, but I think there's a footprint on your face.
Huh. I did have a dream that Agria was repeatedly stomping my head.
From the size and shape of that footprint, it would seem that dream was no dream at all.
What is wrong with her? Why would she do that?
Maybe she was trying to apologize, saying we got off on the wrong foot?
Bruh.
Oh dear. I'm going to chalk this one up to a concussion.
You don't know how close you just came to getting another boot in your face.
Bad joke, Jude. Bad joke. Looking out for little sis.
I'm sorry for getting you tangled up in this war.
Not at all. I welcome the opportunity. As a spirit, I can never forgive those who use Spyrex.
It is good to have your strength on our side. You have my gratitude.
Your gratitude? As a big sister, what choice do I have but to keep my little sister out of trouble?
A bit condescending, aren't we?
Ah, isn't it wonderful to have a family?
Is that what we are?
It would seem so.
It would indeed seem very so indeed. Alright, I assume they're all gonna start the same thing, I guess. I'll just talk to them.
What do you want?
It's about Zhao.
He's dead. Did you think he somehow survived that?
Know what I heard? I heard he died protecting a spoiled little brat and her stuffed dolly. A fitting end for a foolish old man. How could you? Don't you talk that way about him! You got a problem with me saying the truth?
That's enough, Agria.
It's not even close to enough. The lives of the Chimeriad belong to His Highness. But that old fool threw his away for some sniveling brat.
That's true, but his sacrifice did give His Highness a chance to escape.
He was an idiot right until the end. Always giving me candy when he saw me, like I was some sort of little kid. He just needs to die already.
He did. With Zhao gone, the offensive might of the Chimeriad has diminished sharply.
Ah! I'm all the offensive we need. That goes for you too, Grandma. No one will miss you when you kick off.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Just you watch.
So
I'll
relieved.
protect His Highness all by myself.
I'm getting a headache. How am I supposed to relieve this stress when there's no one left to talk to or have a drink with?
So, that's it? We're never gonna see Zhao again.
Wah wah wah. Event list updated. Hello, Wingle. How are you doing today?
Wingle, there's something I would like to ask you. Am I correct in my understanding that you led Ajul's armies at Fezabel Marsh? Using boosters to move through the marsh was a brilliant strategy.
Are you mocking me? That strategy played right into Gillen's hands.
You aren't the only one who failed to see through Gillen's facade. I share the same shame.
I didn't realize someone who turned his back on his duty had any honor left to lose. Is that what you're doing here? Some sad attempt to return to the battlefield and erase your shame?
How can you say that? Don't you make fun of Rowan? He's a great guy for someone who's so old.
You were a skilled tactician in your prime, I grant you that. But how much of that skill remains today? Former Chief of Staff Ilbert. Care to play a game?
A game, you say?
A mock battle, using a real military map. But of course I would understand if you were reluctant to see how time has ravaged your talents.
You don't need to buy into this.
Do it.
I accept.
Yes. Very good. Do it now.
This board lets us control data from historic battles and see different ways they might play out.
And what battle is this data from?
20 years ago, on the Fezabel Outback.
The Battle of Fezabel.
The struggle between the armies of Rashigal and the former king of Ajul.
Correct. It was a tragic battle in which both armies suffered heavy casualties from a giant tsunami. It was Ilbert the Conductor's one and only draw.
And you wish to recreate that battle now?
This is no recreation. If I had led Ajul into battle, we would have won. That is what I will prove here today. Formation Ichthyes. All troops advance.
What if this simulation was rigged?
The army is being pushed back.
Left and right troops spread out to the wings. Surround the enemy's vanguard.
It's no good. The vanguard is unstoppable. What is this power?
That's Gaius' unit. Their first time in battle. You won't surround them so easily.
Both wings advance. Circle to the enemy's flank.
Planning to launch a counterattack from my flank? Such a boring and predictable response. I'll simply attack while your troops are changing course. This battle will be won before the tsunami hits.
The enemy is turning faster than Rashigal.
Look out!
All troops maintain forward movement. Your goal is the high ground behind the Ajul army.
What?
Rashigal's army is assembling on the hill.
It's over. It is impossible to defeat a defending army on high ground in so short a time. Soon the tsunami will come and engulf the plains. You will have no choice but to retreat.
And this is what you call a victory?
I am satisfied simply not to lose.
I see. Thank you for the match, Conductor. We will settle this in a different way.
We will fight for real this time.
Sore loser!
You did great, Rowan.
It's because I failed in the past. If only I had used this strategy back then.
Not like
I
you
think
knew about a
it's time you
tsunami.
learned from your mistake. You're still growing, even at your age.
Indeed. And I still have a great deal more growing to do. I may even grow out of these clothes one day.
Oh, snap. I mean, honestly, though, is it really a mistake? It's not like, how are you supposed to know there's a tsunami coming? Like, I don't think that was Rowan's fault. It was like, oh yeah, I can totally see the future. I know there's a tsunami coming, so therefore I'm going to order the high ground to happen, so that way, you know, that way we can't be stopped. Once you get the high ground, it's all over indeed. But no. It's all good. Let's get in here now. We talked to Wingo. I do remember that cutscene. It's nice. It's a nice cutscene, honestly. Rowan's just like, I am so cool. I can fight and not lose. And that's all I need to do, is not lose. My name is Alvin. I'm going to betray you once again. I'm going to stab you in the back in your sleep.
Wander off again?
Sorry to wake you, kid.
You didn't. I can't sleep. So what happened with you today?
What's with this sudden interrogation?
You just have me worried is all. Do you still want to go back home to Olympias?
Worry about your own problems, kid. You want to protect Milla, right?
No, she can protect herself. I just want to make sure she wins. I think that's the kind of help she needs most.
Huh. So you want to stay with her forever, then?
What? Alv, what are you talking about?
You won't have any reason to stay with her once this is all over, you know.
I know.
If you don't tell her how you really feel, someone else will beat you to the punch. You can't just
Oh,
count
really?
on destiny to work everything out for you. Fate doesn't have your back.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I need more time.
You really do listen to everything I say, don't you?
Huh?
Nighty-night, kid.
Good night. Nighty-night, Alvin. Get under the freaking blankets, people. Holy crud. Sleep with your clothes on, sleep on top of the blankets. Like, who needs blankets, right? I swear, I always find this so funny with games, especially like the Tales games in particular, where they just sleep on top of the blankets. Like, what are you doing? Who sleeps on top of the blankets? Like, seriously. I understand maybe if it's like warm and stuff, like, okay, whatever, it's warm outside. Well, we're in the snow, and this place I doubt has a good heating system going here, so it makes even less sense to be sleeping on top of the blankets. Like, why would you do that? Kill some time until bedtime. How am I? Oh. I was about to say, how am I killing time exactly? What am I supposed to do? Alright, well, let's just save the game, so that way we can go and talk to Milla now. We're gonna talk to Milla. Hello, Milla. I am here.
Can't sleep?
No.
No, I just wanted to go appreciate the church.
Me neither. You don't want to ask me anything about what I revealed earlier today?
No, you did the right thing. The just thing.
At least I hope so. Justice is a complicated concept. It means different things to different people.
And what is justice to you?
I was eavesdropping.
I thought this wasn't a social gathering.
Answer me, Maxwell.
It is the power of will that resides within one's heart.
In this, we are both in agreement. Those with this willpower bear a responsibility to this world. The strong must protect and guide the weak.
Gaius, weakness isn't an affliction of the body, but of the heart. The world will always have weak-willed people, but that in itself isn't a bad thing.
Then we must protect the weak until they can become strong. That is our duty.
We?
Yes. All who are strong must look after the weak. It is the only way to ensure that future generations will have sufficient strength as well.
So that's your solution to the problem I posed in Fezabel Marsh.
As I told you then, I can chart a new future for mankind if I just have enough power. But if a man like Gillen takes the stage, a man who can only use power for his own gain, then mankind will be doomed to repeat the same mistakes.
I see. But I'm afraid it's not up to me to approve your answer. Your concept of justice is your own. It's not my place to interfere.
As you say.
The two of you sure are alike.
How so?
No matter how extreme her words are, I think there's always truth to them. I get the same sense from you.
Do you want to be like Maxwell?
I wouldn't mind it, although I know that's impossible.
I see.
We should probably get some rest.
Yes. The showdown's tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta get our butts over there. Event list updated. Leave the temple. What if I don't want to leave the temple? What if I want to go back to sleep? They probably did not think that went through now, did they? I bet they didn't. Ugh, excuse me. Hello, people.
How do you intend to hijack a ship that's docked in the sky?
We'll use the wyverns in the castle.
Oh.
You have to get there first.
I have no intention of sneaking into my own castle.
We shall march up the main road and reclaim it.
What? You can't be serious.
Indeed. At the very least, you should split into two groups. Create a diversion.
Keep your tactics to yourself, you old fart.
Jude, do you know what you have to do?
Of course. I have to help Milla win. It's that simple.
Then let's go.
There's a path leading into the city off the side of the temple.
Oh, why can't we all stick together? What shall we do?
Let's see.
We can take that side path from the temple into the city, then move along the roofs to the castle. From there, we can both capture the flying battleship and retake the castle and its soldiers. Meanwhile, Gaius and the others will create their diversion.
Sure would be nice if they let us in on their plan for once.
Anyway, let's go.
You got it.
Oh yeah, it's time to get going. Get away from this temple finally. We've spent this entire episode today here. And we're gonna probably actually spend the entire episode here because of the skit. Thanks, skit. Muse's duty is a duty indeed.
How long do you intend to accompany us?
However long I must.
In other words, forever.
Lord Maxwell in the eradication of this Exodus group of Spyrex users.
I don't recall ordering that.
Your memories are your own, but it is the truth.
Regardless, it sure is good to have a great spirit on our side.
Yes. And I would be most grateful if you would continue to direct tether with me.
I knew it. You really are in that kind of relationship.
Why won't anyone explain this to me?
Well, Muse's just trying to get a rise out of Milla now at this point. It runs in the family though, doesn't it?
Don't stare at me like that!
What exactly is this strange object that is speaking to me?
Strange? Strange? Maybe you should take a peek in the mirror, weirdo!
Oh my, rude as well as strange. I cannot say that I am fond of it.
The mean spirit lady is calling me rude!
Tipo, are you okay? Wow, she can even frazzle Tipo. I bet she really is stronger than Milla.
It's her natural obliviousness that makes her so formidable.
Unless that's just an act. Although that would be even scarier.
Indeed.
That's no act. She is Milla's sister, after all.
And you just say that in front of me? Who's the oblivious one now?
So you've lost the four and gathered these strange humans in their place. What a peculiar choice.
And my band of strange companions keeps growing.
That it does. The Tao of Zhao.
Can I ask a question?
What is
No.
it?
It's about Zhao.
Do you know why he saved Elise?
A difficult question. I could speculate, but we'd have no way of knowing if I was right.
It looked to me like he sacrificed himself to honor a vow he had made. But what sort of vow and to whom, I couldn't begin to guess.
So nobody knows.
Why not ask the other members of the Chimeriad? They would know Zhao better than we do.
But they're so scary. You guys do it!
That could certainly be arranged. However,
Would you be satisfied with an answer that you didn't find for yourself?
That's true.
I mean, an answer is an answer, right? It doesn't matter. Head from the side of the temple to Kanbalar. I suppose we can go ahead and do that, but we will go ahead and do that on the next exciting episode. Oh boy. So, yeah. We really did spend the entire episode at the temple. Just the entire episode. Just this big building. You can see those little areas that we were standing on up there earlier. It's great. It's a great temple indeed, but I think... Oh yeah, it is right over there actually. So yeah, next episode then, we are gonna go ahead and head over to Kanbalar. Excuse me. Oh man, it's gonna be great though. But yeah, Kanbalar is coming up. Oh wait, there's two Kanbalars. There's two Kanbalars though. What does this mean? This is not true. It is definitely not true. Not a chance. Well, I don't know. I don't know which one we're going to come from. Yeah, head from the side of the temple to Kanbalar. Trying to tell me to come in from this way. Well, I don't know which way we're coming. We're coming in one of these ways. Anyway, everyone, let me know what you thought about this temple, the talk between everyone with Gaius's group and all that stuff, all those skits. And do you also want to be taught about bazongas? Because I think everyone wants to be taught about bazongas. But anyway, have a good one, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. You've reached the end of this video. But before we go for the day, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to all of our Tier 4 and above channel members. Phoenix Edgeworth, Acheron X2, Jello Cat, Reaper Dev, and Ratatosk. Thank you, all of you, for being awesome and supporting the channel. If you too would like to get your name shouted out at the end of each video and live stream, shoutouts are available to all Tier 4, 5, and 6 channel members. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!